This is Nilus Mattive for Money and Markets TV. I've been talking about the tax implications of various investment vehicles for a few weeks now, and I've gotten a lot of good questions from viewers. So I'd like to respond to some of them today. The first one comes from Chuck, who says, I've read you're not supposed to hold MLPs and IRAs, but what about Roth IRAs? Well, Chuck, it's pretty much the same deal. Master limited partnerships are best left out of your Roth IRA. Just as with traditional IRAs, MLPs held within a Roth account could still be subject to taxation as unrelated business income. I know this seems counterintuitive, since all you typically hear is that Roth IRAs mean you never have to pay any taxes again. But MLPs are a special case. So it's easier to just keep your MLPs in a regular taxable account and avoid the worry. You'll also be able to take better advantage of the tax-deferred aspect of some of those distributions. Here's another one. You indicated that the state of Indiana's pension is likely to bite the dust within the next 2 years. As retirees with pensions there, my wife and I have been assured by the state pension office that it is in no way financially troubled. Who are we to believe? Well, I was citing a study by Joshua D. Rao, a professor at the Kellogg School of Management at Northwestern University. He's written extensively on the subject of state pensions, and he thinks that Indiana's system is one of the most at risk for failure based on current assumptions and structure. Obviously, there's debate about this methodology and conclusions. And of course, Indiana can make changes that will shore up its funds for retirees going forward. So you can hope for the best, but you should always prepare for the worst. This is what I'm telling anyone who's counting on a private pension or even Social Security to get them through their golden years, including my own father. Another viewer asks, assuming a money market is secure and stable, what impacts could be expected to it in an environment of high and rising interest rates and commodity prices? Well, first, the short answer. Traditional money market funds are fairly immune to interest rate risk. If anything, you can just expect their yields to move higher as rates rise. However, once we start talking about rising commodity prices, we're also talking about relative purchasing power and the prospect of inflation. Right now, interest rates aren't high enough to allow even someone with a large nest egg to keep pace with rising prices for food, energy, healthcare, or education. So unless interest rates rise sharply, money market funds won't help you deal with higher commodity prices. Here's a question from someone who owns I-bonds. He asks, should I sell these off and are they in danger of collapse? Well, I-bonds are U.S. government savings bonds that have built-in inflation adjustments, just like Treasury Inflation Protected Securities, or TIPS. When I-bonds are held to maturity, they're among the safest investments you can possibly hold. So I don't believe these bond categories represent the bargains I did a year or two ago, but I also don't expect them to collapse. One final question. My understanding is that the dividends received from stock holdings should be reinvested. I will not be withdrawing money for a few years, so do you recommend reinvesting in specific stocks in your portfolios and taking the income from others? Well, my answer is that if you don't need the income right away, reinvesting dividends is a great strategy for building your wealth at a faster clip. Plus, it sets you up for even more income down the line. But each of you out there has your own individual goals, your own time horizon, and other considerations. So you have to determine the investment strategy that's right for you. But please keep writing in with your questions and your comments, and I'll do my best to answer more of them in the future. I'm Nilus Mattive for Money and Markets TV. Thanks for watching.